Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I don't think I've ever done a get ready with me. I've been wanting to do a get ready with me for a long time now. Yeah, I was like, you know what, like let me just do a get ready with me and give like a life update. I can just tell like everyone wants to know what's going on with me, what happened, like everyone's just, you know, everyone wants to know, and you know, fair game to that because I'm one of those people too. Like I'm very nosy and I'm like, and also I am an oversharer, so it just makes sense for me to just give an update. First of all, let me put some lip balm on because my lips look crusty. Lip balm is definitely like my first step in doing my makeup. I also don't know what I want to do with my hair, but I think I'll just get to that stage when I get to it. Doing my hair is kind of like an in the moment feel, like I can't plan ahead what I'm going to do with my hair. It really depends on how my hair is looking. One thing I will address first and foremost, which I feel like is the biggest elephant in the room, not only the elephant in the room, the elephant in my life, and it's my breakup. So I'm going to address it now because I know people want to, you know, I know a lot of people are probably like, what's happened? And I've been trying to just avoid it for the longest time, but I think now I'm in a better position to talk about it, and I feel like I can talk about it without crying. So I'm just going to say this once and one time only. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but basically I know a lot of people have been wondering about my ex-boyfriend and kind of what happened, but basically my ex-boyfriend of 6 years cheated on me and decided to leave me for the woman he cheated on me with. That is all I'm going to say about the situation. I'm not going to go further into it. I'm not going to speak negatively on him or her or any of that because that's just not the person that I am. But I do understand that he was featured on my channel in my vlogs and I also was with him for 6 years. So I feel like I had to sort of address it because it's, you know, I have been getting a lot of people asking about the situation and it's just been quite difficult. But yeah, also, even though things didn't go well in the end, I still do have a lot of respect for him and his family, and also I do respect that he is in a relationship now and I do not want to meddle with that. I do not want to ruin anything. From what I can see, it looks like he's happy and that's all I can wish for. So yeah, even though it has been extremely challenging and I've pretty much spent the whole year healing from it, I don't have any negative feelings towards it. Like it happened, you know, it happens to everyone. The only part I'm going to be talking about is myself and how I've healed and what I'm doing and where I'm at in life. I'm not going to speak on him or anything else. I just mainly wanted to give like that breakdown so that you can understand why I'm at where I'm at. And it will just give a bit more explanation around the breakup. So that's kind of like what I call it. Don't know why I'm doing this. So now that I got that part out of the way, let's get into the fun part, which is me doing my makeup. I'm gonna start off with, so I've been obviously filling in my waterline with eyeliner and I've actually been really enjoying it. So yeah, but I have to be like real close to the mirror to do it and this mirror is a bit too far. So I'm just gonna quickly do this off camera and then I'll come back. Okay, I just did my waterline. You probably can't see it, but I can see the difference. So I guess that matters. But also later on in the day, it kind of bleeds a little bit and then it goes onto my lower eyes and it just makes my eyes look the way that I want it to look. So yeah. Anyway, so the next step that I like to do is I like to do my foundation. So I'm just going to go in with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I am in the shade Fiji. Trust me, the irony isn't lost on me. Like, I got matched for this foundation. I was like, and there it is. But But yeah, I actually put a sticker on the name just so it wouldn't trigger me. But yeah, you have to give it a good shake. And then I'm going in with this Morphe, it says 2, but basically it's a shaped dense brush. And yeah, I try not to put like too much foundation on, but it always kind of looks a bit like a lot. But now that it's heading into summer, I definitely need to get a new foundation shade. Like, I feel like my face is already getting a little bit tanner. But yeah, anyways, pretty much this whole year has been a very interesting year for me, as you could probably tell. This whole year, I've honestly just been healing from, you know, obviously the breakup, and it's just been a really good year of like self-discovery, I've noticed. I've literally just been focusing on myself and just trying to find like new routines and habits to kind of improve on. And yeah, I mean, the breakup really, it honestly took me out. Like, the first half of the year, I was honestly a wreck. And I ended up having to go see like a psychologist who I'm still seeing at the moment. And it's honestly been the best thing that I ever did. Just being able to speak to someone and just get professional help with how to heal from everything. And I think right now, like, I am healed from everything, but there's obviously certain things that still sort of trigger me. And, you know, there are days where I do feel quite sad. Like, you know, it is a really sad thing that happened, because not only did I lose a long, loving relationship, I also lost my best friend, who was someone that I could confide into. And it's hard. Like, I feel like anyone that's been in the same position as me would find it hard. Also, with this breakup, I did lose a lot of friends. I didn't really have a lot of friends to begin with. Like, I am a bit of a loner. But yeah, I think I did develop a lot of like friendships, and I was kind of like going out a lot because of my ex-boyfriend, because he was quite a social guy. And yeah, with the breakup, like, initially a lot of people were still kind of talking to me because I think they thought that we might get back together. But then, sadly and unfortunately, when they realized that it was a done deal, you know, that's kind of when I lost a lot of friends, and a lot of people, you know, they kind of just showed me that they were only interested in him and not at all with me, which sucked because I did confide in certain people, and I thought certain people were, you know, like my genuine friends, and it turns out they weren't. So that has been another really hard part about it. And a few months ago, I decided to I just had to like block everyone and just try and move on with my life, because yeah, like, I just didn't want to be triggered by anything, and I just wanted to move on. So yeah, I created a new Instagram and a new TikTok, and yeah, I'm basically just starting over with my life. Which is really hard, because when you spend 6 years with someone, it is a bit on the harder side to, you know, move on. Like, there's still so many people that ask me about him, and it's awkward. I think the way that I went about everything, I was really glad. Like, I just cut all contact with everyone and just moved on. Like, and that's just all you can really do in this sort of position. Oh, I'm just going in now with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and I'm in, what shade? Yeah, I'm in shade medium deep, which I'm pretty sure is the darkest shade. I know the biggest question that I've been getting a lot lately is, so many people want to know, am I seeing someone? And the answer to that is hell freaking no. Like, oh my gosh, like, I am so like not in the mood. Like, I'm never dating anyone ever again. Like, oh my gosh, like, I have fully accepted the fact that I'm going to be single forever. If there's one thing that I just don't want anything to do with, is men. Like, that's just where I'm at mentally right now. I know it's bad and I shouldn't be thinking this, but yeah. I remember my cousin, she literally messaged me the other day, and she was like, so, anyone slide in the DMs yet? And I'm like, no. Like, literally no one. No one is in my DMs, and I'm loving it. Like, it just I don't know, like all I want to do is just like hang out with my friends, hang out with my sister, like even though my sister lives in Scotland, you know, like I just want to live my life for me at this point. And in a weird way, like I do feel like I've actually been enjoying being single. You know, obviously it's sad, like I do have my moments where I get really down about it, but I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of thriving. Even initially, like when the breakup happened, you know, I was sad about it and, you know, but I do feel like for the last 6 years, I put so much of my energy into my ex-boyfriend. Like I fully supported him and his dreams, and I just wanted him to succeed in life. And I was putting so much energy into him that I completely neglected myself, and I didn't realize until this year how much I let myself go. And it was scary, like seeing myself genuinely. I was like, oh my gosh, like what have I done? Like where are my goals? Where are my, like, you know? So yeah, so pretty much this whole year I've just been investing all of my time and energy into myself, and yeah, I've kind of been enjoying it. I lost 10 kilos within the first couple of months, which has been great. I've overall have a better relationship with food. I'm just gonna go in now with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So yeah, my relationship with food has become really great. Like I eat a lot healthier now, and also I've cut out a lot of sugar, which is crazy to me because I was like a chocoholic. So the fact that I'm fully, like I can actually say no to chocolate, like I'm so shocked by that. But I feel like it's just all things that you kind of go through when you're single. Like when you're single, it really is relationship weight. Like when you love someone, you just, you know, when you love someone and they love you back and they don't care, you know, if you gain a couple kilos, you get comfortable. I think I got way too comfortable because the weight gain was shocking. Like I pretty much gained like 20 kilos. Losing that first initial 10 kilos was really great, and kind of getting back on track with like my diet and working out has also just been like so helpful. One of the biggest things that I did cut out of my diet was soft drink. I could not live without a soft drink, and now I haven't touched a soft drink since, when was it? Maybe like start of August, and it's literally about to be November. Just also like my water intake, like I'm drinking so much water now, and I can just see a massive improvement in my skin. I didn't realize how much sugar was affecting my skin. Well, I kind of knew it, but I was in denial. But yeah, whenever someone says like, are you gonna start dating? Like a lot of my friends are also pushing me to go on Hinge, and that just absolutely petrifies me. Like if there's one thing I'm definitely not going on as of right now, probably for the rest of the year, I am not going on Hinge. Like I just, yeah. The thought of dating a man, the thought of being near another man, all of that, like, not for me. I saw like an advertisement for like Tinder, and instantly I was like, ugh! Like, no, not for me. I don't want to give this up now. Like I've spent so much time and energy in me, and the thought of having to like put myself aside again for another man, I just can't. It's just not where I'm at. Be like next year or the year after that. But as of right now, no. You will not catch me outside with a man. And if you do, that man must be real special, because I'm not giving up my peace for nobody. Also this year, I decided to see a psychic, which I know is very controversial because a lot of people don't believe in psychics and stuff like that. But in all honesty, after everything I've been through this year, I was like, let me just try anything at this point. It was scary how spot on she was with absolutely everything. Like as soon as I sat down, she was already just pulling out everything that happened, and I was like, damn girl, how you know this? Like, who sent you? Yeah, it was really good for her to just give me some insight on like, kind of like what direction I'm gonna take next year. I definitely am trying to be a bit more positive for next year. There are a lot of things that I want to work on. There are a lot of things that I actually did work on this year, to be honest, like my health and bettering myself, and I can see the results of that. But I feel like next year I do want to go further into it and really start doing things for myself. I just realized how crazy I look right now. Just gonna make sure I get under the eye because my eye has been creasing a lot lately. I really wish that I could like play music whilst I was like doing this, but copyright just be killing me. Speaking of music, is there any albums that like people are enjoying right now? 3 of my favorite albums would probably have to be Ariana Grande. Yeah, Ariana Grande, Eternal Sunshine. Oh my gosh, that whole album. The song We Can't Be Friends, I actually can't listen to it because it came out during a very traumatic time of my life, and it also speaks to me crazily. Like, I can relate to that song so bad. And yeah, I actually heard it the other day in Coles, like it was playing, and I literally almost like burst into tears. But that being said, I absolutely love that song, and I do love that whole entire album. Like, oh, it was on repeat. Another album I really loved was Tyler. Obviously, like, love my South African girly, like, you know, obviously being South African myself too. Absolutely loved her album. Like, I was kind of like not too sure about how her album was going to sound, but I love that she still kind of kept her Amapiano sound and she hasn't gone pop. Like, she still does like genuine Amapiano songs. So love that for her. And another album, like I probably would rate this album #1 is definitely Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. Love that album. I wasn't expecting to love it, but it's just so like pop girly, and I just I love it. My favorite song is definitely, oh my god, I have so many. Like, I love Taste and I love Espresso. I love, what else do I love? I love, my 2 other fave songs of Sabrina Carpenter is Lie to Girls and Don't Smile. Oh, love those songs. Just so relatable. So usually, like, whilst my face is setting, I'll kind of like start doing like my eyes and eyebrows. I really keep it real minimal now on my eyes. Like, I did get a bit of foundation in my eyebrows, but I'm just gonna leave it in there because like it's not too noticeable. So yeah, the only thing I do with my eyebrows is I put brow gel, and that's literally it. Yeah, so much has happened this year now when I think about it. Like, as much as like I went through horrible things, I also experienced some really great things as well. Especially the birth of my nephew. Like, that was honestly just such a positive thing that happened to me this year, and whenever I do get down, I always think about it. Like, I have a nephew, you know, and it's just crazy. I never thought I would be like a boy auntie. Obviously, like, I come from like a massive family of girls, so the fact that my sister had a son, like, it's so funny. I also must say, like, if there's one thing that I really do love this year is that I feel like I've gotten a better relationship with my sister. Like, me and her are so close, and I really am praying that she gets to come down to Melbourne soon, because we're going to be hanging out every single day with her and my little nephew. Okay, now I'm going to go in with mascara. I bought this mascara from Amazon. It's like a metal rod. Oh, it wants to focus. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, it's like a metal rod. I'm not gonna lie, with my sister living in Scotland, I do have like crazy FOMO. I do have a lot of FOMO, like, with my sister living in Scotland, and I have debated moving to Scotland, and that brings me on to like another thing. Like, I don't know if I want to stay in Melbourne. I'm thinking I might move. And I've been thinking like this for a little while now because, you know, obviously with like content creating and stuff like that, like, don't get me wrong, I love content creating in Melbourne. Like, Melbourne is such a vibey city to be a content creator, but there's just not a lot of, you know, big content creators in Melbourne, I've noticed. Like, a lot of the big names are kind of in Queensland and Sydney. So it's been really, you know, when I do find like a Melbourne content creator, I'm like, oh my god, like, you know, it's super exciting. This is a hobby of mine, and I want to be kind of like surrounded by people that also like enjoy content creating. I do, like, a lot of my friends, they're not into vlogging or anything like that, so it is a bit hard for me sometimes to vlog because I'm always a bit like conscious of trying to not make them uncomfortable or like be too much with the camera. So yeah, I originally was thinking about moving to Sydney because I used to travel a lot, you know, back when I was still dating my ex-boyfriend. He was playing rugby, like club rugby in Sydney before he got his what do you call it? Before he got his big debut. He was playing in Sydney, and I would fly every weekend to Sydney, and I just had so much fun in Sydney. Like, it's really, like, it is a cool city, and especially the northern beaches, like, that is a really nice area. So now I'm just gonna go in with blush, and I'm using the Kylie Jenner pressed blush powder. And I use the shade Winter's Kiss, which is a really lovely baby pink. I never thought I would be a baby pink girl, but apparently that's what suits me. So yeah, I think I do have a bit of blush blindness, I'm not gonna lie, because I'd be stacking this on. But it's actually so fun. Like, now I get why girls love wearing blush, because it's like so fun to put on. Yeah, I was thinking about moving to Sydney, and then more recently I was thinking about moving to Scotland. Still don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah. I'm also thinking about going to uni and like studying, so that's why I was thinking maybe I could go to Scotland and kind of have a little bit of fun and study over there. But yeah, I'm still in two minds about it. I think it changed a lot when TJ came around, because obviously I want to be around my nephew 24/7, and also my brother-in-law. He obviously plays rugby in Scotland, but his whole entire family literally live there now. Not his whole entire family, just his other brother. But it made me sad, because I'm just like, he's got his sibling over there, like, can I be over there with my sibling? Is anybody else dreading Christmas? Because for some reason, I am absolutely dreading Christmas. Like, if there's one season that I do not enjoy anymore, it's Christmas. And I think it's because I had such a traumatic Christmas last year, because like everything happened last year, Christmas time. And I think this year, I keep trying to tell myself, like, nothing bad's gonna happen this Christmas, like, just let it be. I actually can't believe that it's about to be November. Like, oh, it's so crazy. I feel like this year has gone so fast, especially because I've been so out of it. Like, I think only now I'm starting to really like be present and in the moment. I think I struggled with that at the start of the year, because obviously I was just going through so much. Like, I can't even tell you how many nights I literally didn't sleep, how many times I went to bed hungry because the thought of food was making me nauseous. Like, I was just really going through it. Even when I traveled to Scotland, like, you know, I really wanted to vlog and just be present, but there's so many things that I can't remember because I was really just going through it. And yeah, and it makes me sad, like, now when I think about it, because, you know, I did want to really, like, I remember in moments, like, when I was in the delivery room with my sister, I remember being like, I need to be present, I need to be present, I need to remember this, like, my nephew's about to be born, like, I need to be here, like, I can't, my head can't be anywhere else. That being said, I definitely want to make another trip, because obviously, like, this time now, I'm feeling so much better, and I'm definitely, like, obviously more present with everything. So I definitely want to go back to Scotland and kind of just do like a do-over, because I feel like I missed out on so many things, and I just want to go over there and experience it again. And also, I just want to see my freaking nephew. It's so hard, like, not having your family in the same country as you, especially when they live in a country so far away like Scotland. You know, like, my sister did FaceTime me this morning, and like, my nephew's just getting so big, and it's making me sad, because I'm just like, I just want to be there with you. One of my biggest triggers this year was rugby. Like, I couldn't see rugby. I didn't want anything to do with it, because it was just a trigger for me. And if there's one thing that my like, it's just in my DNA, it's just in my family, is rugby. I cannot escape it for the life of me. I mean, obviously, because I'm South African. The Springboks did win 2 World Cups back to back, like, let's be real. There's no escaping it for me. Now, I don't know what to do with my hair. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. That's another thing. I am currently undergoing a rebranding that I'm going to kind of launch next year. Figuring out a new sort of hairstyle that I want to do. I feel like next year is going to be a very big year for me. I don't know, I can just sense that, like, good things are going to come. And I'm definitely, after this year's been one of the most challenging years of my life. One of the most devastating years of my life, and probably one of the saddest, but at the same time, it's also been very eye-opening, and I think I've learned a lot this year. And yeah, I can't wait for this year to be over just so that I can just kick off next year with way better vibes. And yeah, I just have a complete different outlook on life now after everything that I've been through. But yeah, that is my makeup done. I actually don't do too much. Like, yeah, if you were thinking like I do like this crazy ass glam, I mean, I do feel like that's a lot that I do on my face. But yeah, to some this might be a lot, to some this might not be enough. But yeah, this is the final look. I hope you guys liked this video. This was my first ever get ready with me, so please be gentle with me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!